Yo, these games has been popping for the past couple of months, yo. I mean, yo, for real. It's been no joke as far as like the title's concerned goes. And I had like a full list of games that I jumped on from PC to Ninja Gaiden, games like this, other games that I jumped on, even collectibles and stuff. I was like, wow. So I wanted to make this particular video. I'm trying not to be too long. I wanted to show you guys a few titles that I did pick up, some new titles, and as well as was able to find a couple of nostalgic games. Okay, they on the shelf. All right. All right. So yeah, let me show you a couple of them. Let's get started. What is going on, you guys? Your boy Famous Kid Video Game Entertainment. And before we go any further, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Click like, subscribing. It's always a big help. Titles has been just dropping. I've been hearing like a lot of news about a video game crash and stuff like that, what's going on. But for some reason, they have been dropping some titles. I mean, unless that something I didn't know. I mean, but okay. Now let's go ahead and get to like one of the ones that I had talked about before. I jumped on this one on Switch 2. I really haven't been seeing any major title that came out except for Donkey Kong Bonanza. I did jump on that. I know that there was Cyberpunk, a lot of games that was already like been out already that they just bumped up resolution and stuff like that, but I really haven't really seen too many games on Switch 2. Now, as far as like after they did the whole Nintendo thing, yeah, you could just tell that there's going to be some titles upcoming, but as of now, like I said, I had to wait a little bit longer for Switch 2. Not putting it down, not saying anything, because if you know, saying of course it's just, you know, Nintendo is still just Nintendo Switch 2 is in its early stage, so it's okay. But I did pick up this. Let's get down to some titles, because in this case, these are games I had reserved and I picked up. The last games that I played, I talked about this, and I was playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. I ended that one. I put a lot of time up in there. Then so what I did at that point in time, I started playing Ninja Gaiden on the handheld, but on the console I was playing Lies of P, the DLC. Games like this have came out and I just had to jump on them. I mean, seriously, Gears of War titles. And it's so crazy that the fact is that when I grab these titles, I don't even know what to even play next. It's so many. Now, this one I had a hard time. I had to wait a while to get a physical copy of this. I did. I ordered this. It was well over probably like 3 months before I was able to get a copy of this. So at first I could have got it digitally. I heard so many great things about this game to the point that I wanted to go ahead and get a physical copy. Of course, this has been out on Xbox, but I definitely wanted to wait it out to get it on PS5. I guess that's just what I wanted to do at that point in time. Now, this one right here, Wu Chain, I was thinking about playing this one next because I am a big fan of Souls-like games. So when I saw the trailer of this game just looks phenomenal. I mean, seriously, and I know there's probably plenty of new games that came out like Borderlands. I have been hearing a few things about Borderlands, especially the PC version. I might do another video by itself. I was talking about Borderlands 4. This one I know has been out, but since it's like starting to get to the holidays, like around like, you know, some Halloween and stuff like that, I just thought that this map was just kind of cool to kind of like play. And yeah, I was able to get it for super cheap, so I know it's been out for a while, but I just wanted to definitely jump on that. Hell is Us. And this was almost sold out. I had to go to like, I think I went to like 2 stores to pick this one up, and they had one left. It was at a GameStop too. They had one left. I was really happy to get that. But check this out. Why I was at GameStop, and when I was picking this up, they had like games like these on the shelf. And I know that they came out with the whole retro thing, and that's cool, but it was so cool to see these, like some of these games sitting next to PS4 games, and the CDs on the shelf next to like the newer games or PS5 games. Usually like when you go to a place this. It's just you see like the games like this. No, they had them literally just like that. And I was just like, oh, I said, you know what gives me that feel, and I can go to any retro game store and pick these up, but to see them next to the newer games, I thought that was just kind of awesome. And you can't go wrong with PS2. And I sort of picked up a couple of more titles, and even though these games right here, you can easily emulate them and stuff like that, but it was just so awesome to get the physical copies of these titles right here. That's not including the case complete with the book and everything else. I mean, like you can't beat that with to be able to have it complete like this. This is amazing, and everything looks in really great condition. You can tell some dusty or stuff like that, but it's in really good condition, and that's what makes it like it's just super awesome to see stuff like this. Also was able to find like a couple of NES games, and I didn't have these in my collection. You know, these weird cases like this, these things are like super rare, so when you see a couple of these, you definitely want to try to get your hands on them. I mean they're kind of old and, you know, they're dusty, but they still work. They still work. A couple of extra accessories I did get. I wanted to actually I went to go wireless with my Sega Saturn, so I got this receiver. Now I don't know if this is gonna work out. If you guys want me to do a video on setting this up, hopefully that this does work. This is my first time doing something like this, like with just like that and another controller, but I wanted to make sure I kept it mostly uniform, so I just like, you know, I picked this one up too. I do have one of these for my Sega Genesis, the whole combo thing. Like I have the Sega Genesis with the Sega CD and the 32X all linked up, and I have the black one, but I figured that if I got this color, it would diffuse from the other two. So that's the reason why I grabbed this right here. I want to ask you guys a question. Do you like seeing the pickups? Do you like seeing like the game pickups? Do it inspire you to kind of, you know, maybe wanting to pick up like some of these games, or inspire you on what to play next if you're probably a collector, or just, you know, inspire? I just want to know in the comments of what you guys think, or what games that came out when these last couple of months that you jumped on, even if it's something you haven't seen in a long time, even if it's digital. I got my tongue tied. Even if it's digital or something like that, or on PC or something like that, tell me what games that came out this past couple of months that you just like, wow, it's just been crazy. Of course we got the handhelds and stuff, but it's always cool to just still get some of those physical copy games. Now, because I'm just into nostalgia, I thought picking up these two was so amazing. I saw this one first. Then next you know, they pulled out this one. Yo, I gotta get this. I got to get this because that's not included. It was in good condition, and the feel of it is, these are awesome. I also, because I had got the, if you guys saw the video of the TurboGrafx-16 or the Retron GX, I picked up some games, and so I got these right here. And because some of the games that you get, the US version, they're really expensive. So seeing some of these games like this, it's a definite pick to just jump on some of these games. I wanted to add more to my TurboGrafx-16 collection, and they're like cards too. I mean, just think about it. There's just so many titles to play, so many games to play, even from like Xbox Game Pass and stuff like that. They've been adding games, and even when I played Lies of P, now I do have the copy of Lies of P, but when I played Lies of P, they was actually giving it for free on the PlayStation Network thing for the free games, and I was like, yo. And all I had to do was just pay for the DLC. This is awesome. That game is truly amazing game. I mean, seriously, the DLC is phenomenal. If you guys have not played Lies of P, play Lies of P. If you into the Souls-like games, play Lies of P. But here's the thing though, I understand that some of a lot of these games that they're coming out with, they're more and more expensive, stuff like that. But sometimes because those games, Gears of War, it was a little bit more cheaper to get those games and stuff. And that's not including like the holidays. You're gonna be able to pick up a bunch of titles when it comes out and stuff like that. But Assassin's Creed Shadows might be my last Assassin's Creed, but I said that before. I think it was Valhalla. Valhalla was gonna be my last one, but I think Odyssey came out. I don't know which one. It was one of those that I was saying that, hey, this is my last one. And then when Shadows came out, I was just like, yo, it's all about ninjas. So this is the era of ninjas. And of course the Ninja Gaiden, the new Ninja Gaiden is coming. Can't wait for that to drop. Anyway, just enough for me yapping. I'm gonna let this go. But what games are you excited for? Just like I asked before. And what game are you playing right now? Seriously, right now, that you're just like, you know what, I can't put this down, I'm gonna keep going. I'm enjoying this game. your top game right now that you're playing, and you're playing all the way to the end. All right, you guys, enough of me yapping, repeat myself, saying, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be out, you guys. If you made it this far, I truly appreciate it. And from gamer to gamer, thanks for watching.